Scooby-Doo has given us decades of mystery, monsters, and unmaskings. But Mystery Incorporated? That show went off the rails in the best way possible. Secret societies, cosmic horror, and oh yeah, the Anunnaki? You know, the supposed ancient aliens that may or may not have created humanity? Oh yeah. We're going deep today. We're breaking down how Mystery Incorporated reimagined the Anunnaki, comparing it to the real mythology and the wildest ancient astronaut theories. This information is for entertainment purposes, for I am just a man on the internet. Let's get started. In Mystery Incorporated, the Anunnaki are an ancient alien race that visited Earth thousands of years ago. They're responsible for creating intelligent animal species, like Scooby-Doo, and influencing human civilization. But then, plot twist, not all of them are cool, and one of them got corrupted, turning into the evil entity, an all-consuming force of destruction. The Anunnaki fled, promising to return one day. So yeah, Scooby-Doo just casually threw in Lovecraftian horror, ancient aliens, and lost civilizations all at once. But the show actually sprinkled clues throughout the series, leading up to this reveal. For example, Professor Pericles is one of the show's most sinister villains. He was obsessed with uncovering the mystery behind the crystal sarcophagus, which held the evil entity. The gang's repeated encounters with supernatural forces weren't just random, they were all connected to this cosmic battle. Mystery Incorporated took a long-form storytelling approach, something rare for Scooby-Doo, slowly unraveling its sci-fi horror narrative until it's all pointed to the Anunnaki. In mainstream history, the Anunnaki were not aliens. They were gods in Sumerian mythology, the ancient civilization of Mesopotamia, aka modern-day Iraq. Their name means those of royal blood, or princely offspring. They were believed to be the children of Anu, the sky god, and they weren't seen as space travelers. They were more like divine rulers, overseeing justice, nature, and kinship. The Anunnaki appear in various myths, especially in the Epic of Gilgamesh and the Enuma Elish, which describe them as powerful deities who helped shape the world. Some stories suggest they judged human souls in the underworld, while others depict them as engineers of civilization, teaching humans farming, writing, and law. But here's where things get weird. Some ancient carvings do show mysterious figures that appear to be wearing strange helmets or using advanced technology. Could this be evidence of something much more? So where did this alien Anunnaki idea even come from? A guy named Zecharia Sitchin wrote books in the 1970s claiming the Anunnaki weren't gods, but extraterrestrials from planet Nibiru, who came to Earth to mine gold and create humans as a slave species. According to Sitchin, the Anunnaki genetically engineered early humans by mixing their DNA with that of primitive hominids, essentially fast-tracking human evolution to serve their needs. This theory suggests that our deep-rooted desire for gold, power, and servitude comes from this ancient conditioning. While mainstream historians reject Sitchin's claims, the idea exploded in pop culture, influencing shows like Ancient Aliens and even making its way into Mystery Incorporated. Alright, let's break it down. In Scooby-Doo, the Anunnaki are alien beings from another dimension. Think interdimensional travelers. Not from some far-off planet. They come to Earth, but not in the traditional sense that we might expect from aliens. In the real Sumerian mythos, the Anunnaki were deities, powerful gods from the ancient civilization of Mesopotamia. They were considered divine beings, not aliens. They didn't come from space, but from the gods themselves. But then there's Sitchin's take. He says the Anunnaki were extraterrestrials, coming from a distant planet named Nibiru. They came to Earth to mine gold. Yeah, that's right, gold. Not for glory or religion, but because they needed it. Next, let's talk about the Anunnaki's role. In Mystery Incorporated, the Anunnaki created intelligent animals like Scooby, messing with Earth's natural order. They experimented, influenced civilizations, and then left. On the flip side, the Anunnaki in Sumerian mythology weren't creators of talking dogs. They were judges, powerful deities who helped rule over the world and guided human civilization. And as for Sitchin, he goes a bit further. He suggests the Anunnaki came to Earth not just to influence civilization, but to use us. In this version, humans are literally made to serve the aliens' needs. Scooby-Doo's version ties everything into a hidden war. Secret societies waiting for the Anunnaki to return, cryptic messages hinting at their influence, and a universe teetering on the edge of destruction. But real mythology? The Anunnaki weren't part of some lost prophecy. They were divine figures, part of an established cosmic order, answering to higher gods. Meanwhile, Sitchin's take paints them as opportunists, ancient puppet masters who shaped humanity not out of divine will, but out of self-interest. And if his theory were true, well, who's to say they aren't still watching? So, Mystery Incorporated took all of these versions of the Anunnaki and mixed them together, blending ancient mythology, sci-fi lore, and cosmic horror into something entirely new. And honestly, kind of genius. Scooby-Doo is famous for debunking myths, but Mystery Incorporated played with that expectation. Instead of just revealing a greedy villain in a mask, the show blurred the lines between reality and legend. This wasn't the first time Scooby-Doo played with supernatural elements, but it was the first time the show built an entire cosmic scale mythos, making its mysteries feel truly ancient and terrifying. And let's be honest, having the fate of the universe tied to a talking Great Dane? Now that's both insane and amazing. So, was Mystery Incorporated just throwing in some cool sci-fi lore, or did they know something we don't? Either way, it's one of the wildest Scooby-Doo theories ever. What do you think? Are the Anunnaki just mythology, or is there something more to the story? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives in the weirdest corners of pop culture.